Hello, everybody, and welcome to Salisbury, North Carolina for today's East Coast Basketball League action between the Rowan County Bulls, the home team, taking on the visiting Winston-Salem Certified from nearby Winston-Salem. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and I'm glad you guys are here with us for this Sunday afternoon. We're going to see, this is actually the second week of ECBL action. We'll get underway in just a minute. We're going to step aside for the opening festivities for the game, and we'll be back right after that.
Oh, say, have you seen by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the coming out of Winston-Salem. Visitors. Okay, the visiting team, Winston-Salem Certified Rowan. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to introduce to you Zero and Gregory.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway here. ECBL action here, coming to you live. We'll get ready to introduce the starting lineups for Rowan County Bulls. I'll step aside for that. All right, everybody, we're getting ready to go get underway, and we are underway. Winston-Salem Certified winning the tip. Winston-Salem are in the road blacks, and Rowan County Bulls in the home whites today. Wild shot off, no good. Early shot by Zalinor Banks, number 6 by Winston-Salem Certified. Both teams underway. We've got 12-minute quarters here. First bucket good for Certified. Antonio Robinson. Deep shot on the outside, no good by Avery Patterson. Patterson gets his own rebound, drives off the front of the rim, and rebounded by Zalinor Banks. Now Robinson running the point. Deep outside shot, that rims out, no good. Too strong off the top of the backboard, then put back up and good by Zalinor Banks. Early 4-0 lead here by Winston-Salem Certified. Ball tapped around. Marcus Brown with the rebound. He's going to keep it. Bring the ball up. Feed to Banks. Banks working on the post. Ball knocked away. Banks is able to gather it back in. Kennard Moore, deep shot outside, rims out. Moore, a good sharpshooter for Winston-Salem Certified. There's a foul on the floor, and that's going to be offensive foul on Zalinor Banks. We got a wet spot on the floor. We got some moisture from the ceiling, looks like. It's a rainy day outside here in Salisbury, North Carolina. You're watching the East Coast Basketball League here from Salisbury. From Hall Gym. The visiting Winston-Salem Certified taking on the home team, Rowan County Bulls. Rowan County is 0-2 on the season, looking for their first win, first home game. And Winston-Salem comes in at 500 at 1-1, and we've got a stoppage of play. And we have, once again, we've got an issue here with moisture on the floor. Zalinor Banks is talking to the referees, and now the referees are going to talk things over. They're going to take a look at it, see what can be done. Right now, what's being done is we are deploying the blue cloth, which I will say we've done a lot of games where there is no cloth in the building, so already crew here, staff here on point a little bit better. But the real issue is whether or not there is a leak in the roof, and that could spell trouble. So everybody looking skyward at the moment. So that gives us a chance to level set. You're watching here on Netcast Sports. This is week number 2 of action of the East Coast Basketball League. You can follow them on Twitter at ECBL Hoops, here on netcastsports.com. Now, this is actually the third game for both of these teams, but both of these teams are playing back-to-back. Yesterday, Winston-Salem was the host team for the visiting Charlotte Tribe, whereas Rowan County was on the road down in Florence, South Carolina, to take on the Wildcats. And it's always tough to go on the road, and Rowan County's hoping to get a win. Coach of the Rowan County Bulls today is Marvin Dixon. And, of course, for Winston-Salem Certified, Mr. Charles Thomas, head coach. So East Coast Basketball League, this league has been in existence for several years now. And one of the things about it is that they are based primarily in the southeast of the U.S. Most of these teams have actually been with the league for several years. And several of them came over from the Tobacco Road Basketball League, the TRBL. And some teams have migrated from other leagues, as is the case in minor league. But it's a strong league. Reigning champions being the primetime players based out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. We'll see them later in the season. So we've got that taken care of. Moisture on the floor is Eleanor Banks to inbound to Marcus Brown, and he's going to walk it up. And we've actually got Towel Boys on this end away from the action, mopping it up while the game is happening on the other side of the court. So hopefully they won't have to do that the entire game. Shot no good, going the other way. 10:09 left in the first quarter here. Hard pick on the outside, drive, shot, bounces off the back of the rim, no good. Ball tapped out, and it's going the other way. Antonio Robinson will inbound. Kennard Moore kicks it down the corner to Banks. Banks looking for a pick. Davis sets a pick. Banks over the top. Too strong off the side of the rim. Rowan County now with the ball. Behind the back move, nice up under and good for Jamar Hairston of Rowan County. He gets Rowan County on the board for the first time today. Another turnover. Deep outside shot, rims out, rebounded by Zalinor Banks. Kennard Moore looking to get off a shot. Banks looking to work, goes over the top. That is a tough shot, contested. Marcus Brown with the rebound, drives the baseline up and too strong. Had a hand on it, back up and good. I believe that was Antonio Robinson, his second bucket of the day. Shot over, too strong over the top, rebounded by Roman Davis, and that's going to be out of bounds. Stay with Winston-Salem, and Antonio Robinson will inbound on the sideline. So Robinson now one thing about Winston-Salem, they do have several guards that are capable of bringing the ball up. Antonio Robinson is often the primary ball handler, but at 6'4", he could definitely play off the ball. Foul on the floor. Maybe in the act of shooting, we'll see here. I believe that is going to send Roman Davis to the line. Rowan County looking to push it now. Winston-Salem did a good job getting back. Good reverse. And again, Jamar Hairston with his second bucket of the day. Robinson looking to probe the defense. Defense recovers. Nice entry pass to Davis. Davis kicks it out. Now Robinson looking to drive. Stops, shoots over the top, and that one rolls around and in. Good for Antonio Robinson. He's got 6 points on the day. Stutter step, kick to the back. Trailer down. Nice little George Gervin-esque slash to the hoop, but that's not going to count. That's going to be foul on the floor early on. Somewhere around the three-point line. I believe that may have gone against Zallen or Banks, and if that's true, that may be too early on Zallen or Banks. Both teams looking to set up on an inbound play here. And there's some discussion. But we're underway now. Back into Hairston. Hairston, deep shot. That is good, and that is a three for Jamar Hairston. He's got 7 on the day. And that cuts the lead to 1. Winston-Salem up by 1. A good crowd in here today. Foul. And that will send Kennard Moore to the line, and Kennard Moore hopefully can get his offense going here from the charity stripe. 7:29 clock is stopped here in the first quarter. Moore's shot is good. His first point of the day. Pushes that lead back out to 2. And we do have the maintenance crew down here continuing to work on that moisture situation. Second shot from Moore is good as well. So he's got his first 2 points, and we've got a stoppage. And I don't believe the clock started. And there's some discussion again from the referees. Deep shot again, and Jamar Hairston is on fire early. He's got all 10 points for Rowan County, and that ties it up. So Winston-Salem's going to have to figure out what to do with Jamar Hairston. They can't let him score like that, but it looks like he's got that length and he's tough to stop. And just like that, another 3-ball back from Antonio Robinson. He's got 9 on the day, and that pushes the lead back out to 3 for Certified. Air ball, no good, going the other way. Davis inbound underneath, out to Robinson. Robinson's going to bring it up on the right side. Drives to the left. Feet inside. A lot of room to operate in there, no good. Davis, sky for the rebound, puts it back in good. Roman Davis with his first bucket of the day. Now Davis with a steal. Fast break opportunity up to Robinson, and that is a scoop shot good for Antonio Robinson. He's got 11. Now here's Hairston. He's been strong early. Bang! Jamar Hairston. Right now we have a scoring battle between Jamar Hairston and Antonio Robinson. They're not directly matched up. Ball knocked out. That's going to be going off the fingertips of Rowan County. Stephen Higgins actually touched that last now into Robinson. Robinson waiting for the pick. Deep shot by Robinson, rims out. Scramble for the rebound. Winston-Salem comes up with it. Kennard Moore deep outside. That one's too short. Again, strong rebound. Moore tries to track it down, and that's going to be over and back. 6 minutes exactly left on the clock. Winston-Salem up by 5. We've got a timeout on the floor. So right now, every point of offense for Rowan County has come from Jamar Hairston. He's got 12. And for Winston-Salem Certified, they've got a little bit more distribution, but 11 points have come from Antonio Robinson. So both teams getting all their offense right now, or most of their offense, at least in the case of Certified, from one player. And we've got the moisture situation here on the floor where there's a manual, and you have to hand it to the guys who are actually out here working to keep the players safe and keep the floor dry. So literally every trip down the floor, we've got our man here running out with a towel, keeping that floor dry. That takes a lot of timing and effort. Winston-Salem talking things over. Coach Charles Thomas of Winston-Salem giving the instruction. Meanwhile, over here, Rowan County, Marvin Dixon, figuring out what they're going to do, down by 5. Good crowd here today, really good crowd here in Salisbury, North Carolina for this home game, opening home game of the Rowan County Bulls. They've got just about every bleacher and riser full here at Hall Gym. Back in action now, Rowan County down in the corner. That deep shot is good. I believe that was Stephen Higgins, and that's the first bucket we've had for Rowan County that didn't come from Jamar Harrison, but scoop shot, good from Neely. Big block on the outside by Marcus Walker. But Rowan County will keep it as Higgins is going to inbound. Back in action. There's Hairston. Fake shot up over 2 players, and he draws the foul. Jamar Hairston has been a beast here today. He's got 12 going to the line. That time taking a 1-on-2 and drawing the foul. Hairston's shot is good. That cuts the lead to 2. Rowan County with the steal. Cross court pass to Hairston. Hairston way behind the line. That one is short. He was just barely in bounds. Now Robinson, he likes to shoot it from deep as well. That time off the front of the rim. And Rowan County looking to push. Robinson does a good job getting back. Rowan County's shot is short, but they're there, and there's going to be a foul on the putback. And that will send Rowan County to the line. Nazir Austin. Nazir Austin.
What's up?
.502 left. Clock is stopped here in the first quarter. Second shot, no good. Big rebound by Ian Gregory. Deep shot outside, short. Chased down, Rowan County had it. Now battle for it. They ultimately, Rowan County does get it. Now here's Jamar Hairston. He's got a head of steam. Draws 2 defenders again. Kick to the outside. And we have a situation where we had to dive on it. We've got a clock situation, I think. So everybody's getting everything sorted out. Rowan County to inbound into the backcourt. You can do that on the inbound play there. Higgins sizing up, gets it down in the corner. Deep shot, that one no good by Patterson. And Winston-Salem's got the ball. Robinson wants to push. Looked like he was being held a little bit. Put back off. It was just out of the hands of Winston-Salem. Robinson is an all-star from last year's game. He is everywhere on the floor at times. Now Winston-Salem with another bucket. Tough defense being played on the inside. Gets his own rebound, no good. Rebound knocked away. Seth Hill had the rebound momentarily, and now Higgins to score, and he's got 5. Number 30, Seth Hill, in the game now. He did have his hands on that rebound, but wasn't able to hold it. He's got to be stronger with the ball. Another bucket for Winston-Salem. Here's Robinson directing traffic on the move. The 6'4" guard. Shovel pass now into the inside. And we've got steps taken by Ian Gregory. But Winston-Salem still up by 4. Patterson now going against Gregory. He's got quickness on him. Up and good. And that's going to be Patterson's first bucket of the day. Winston-Salem now inbounding, still up by 2. 3:05 left in the first. Now for the first time we see TJ Fullwood in, running the point, number 2 for Winston-Salem Certified. He gets it over to Zalinor Banks. Jarvis Brayboy. Then out to the outside, no good. Rowan County with a chance to tie or take the lead right here. Deep shot outside, no good, too strong. Rebound, and there's going to be a foul as Marsha Neely grabbed that rebound and was fouled. So Winston-Salem will be able to inbound the ball with 2:38. 2-point lead and the ball. They're going to inbound on the side. Right over here in the corner. So TJ Fullwood now running the point. Neely now. Brayboy gets it over to Fullwood. Fullwood feeds inside to Gregory. Gregory up and under. He's triple teamed, and they're going to call steps on him again. And Coach Thomas isn't really happy with that one. Patterson working up over the top. He's got the hoop and the harm, and that's going to be Patterson's second bucket. And he's going to the line, shooting one, trying to get the and one. Patterson shot good. Patterson now with 5 in today's game. 2:08 left in the first. And Rowan County with the lead. And now, once again, Gregory, he's had a couple of travel calls. Now this is his first foul, and he's going to go to the bench. Really frustrating for Ian Gregory early, and that's going to bring Zalinor Banks back in for Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem down by 1. We've got a hold on the floor against Jarvis Brayboy. And I believe that Rowan County is now in the bonus. So Patterson at the line with a chance to extend the lead. First shot is good for Patterson. Second shot rims out. Ball rattled around. Davis ultimately lands with the rebound in his hands. Fullwood wanting to push it out to Neely. Neely too strong off the side of the rim. Now Rowan County's got numbers, and Patterson can't finish it, the layup, but there to clean it up is Nick Jefferson, I believe. Both teams having trouble getting back here on defense, as now it's starting to be an up and down game. And now Rowan County has pushed their lead out to 4. Largest lead of the game for Rowan. It's Eleanor Banks now. Inside to Davis. Davis wants to work in the post. Up, feed inside. Two-man post-game foul. And that foul is going to go against Niobe Mason. And that's going to send Neely to the line. And he's going to try to get an and one here. That is good. Neely's got it 7 on the day. So now Rowan County with the ball and a 1-point lead. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Feed to the outside. Patterson looked like he thought about a 3. Drove too strong. Had a great fake on the outside. Got right to the rim. Used his athleticism but couldn't finish. Ball out of bounds, and now Winston-Salem with a chance to tie or take the lead, but any bucket other than a free throw is going to give them the lead here at the end of the first. And you've got Antonio Robinson back in. So now you're running two guards here, Fullwood and Robinson. Stolen, wide open, layup, good. Niobe Mason now with his first bucket. And that stretches the lead out to 3 for Rowan. And now another turnover. They're starting to pile up for Winston. Deep shot, no good. Winston-Salem having a hard time closing out here. Rowan County makes them pay. Patterson with a big 3. He's got 9. And that stretches the lead out to 6 with 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rowan County now up by 6 over the visiting Winston-Salem Certified here in Salisbury, North Carolina. You're watching ECBL action on netcastsports.com. We're about to wrap up the first already. It's been a quick quarter, despite the slowdowns with the moisture. Robinson wants to keep it, drives, kicks it to the outside. Davis, little ping pong to the outside, no good. Rebound, shot, no good. 1 second, and that's going to do it for the first, and that's how we're going to wrap up the first quarter. 34-28, Rowan County up over Winston-Salem Certified. And we'll be back in just a moment for the second quarter. All right, everybody, we're about to get underway here. The second quarter, 34-28, Rowan County leads Winston-Salem Certified. Rowan County, the home team here in Hall Gym in Salisbury, North Carolina. You're watching East Coast Basketball League action on netcastsports.com. I am Marcus Shockley. And let's see what Winston-Salem led majority of the first half. Early on, it was all Jamar Hairston. Actually on the bench now for Rowan County. Rowan getting to every loose ball. Once again, that's twice. And they are really being scrappy, but ultimately no points, and there's going to be a foul as Robinson spinning away from trouble, and he's fouled. Antonio Robinson for Winston-Salem Certified. Zalinor Banks to inbound. So we've got, this is the third game for both of these teams, both of them coming off of games yesterday. So these are back-to-back games for them. Rowan County, this is their first home game of the year. This is Winston-Salem's second road game. And we've got a foul. And right now, Rowan County really building some momentum. Winston-Salem looking for some answers. Rowan County in those home whites as the home team. Shot rattles around, does everything but drop. Rowan County another offensive rebound. That one doesn't go down. Up blocked by Zalinor Banks. But McCullough was able to grab the rebound. And Rowan County with another offensive opportunity. Drive, no good. Winston-Salem really dodging a couple of bullets on the last offensive possessions, and that time the pass thrown too far ahead of Robinson. He taps it back, but Rowan County with it. And that's going to be another bucket for Rowan. And that time Tristan Rankin with the bucket. So right now Winston-Salem is in a scoring drought. They're looking for some offense. And there's going to be a foul on the outside. And I believe that will send Zalinor Banks to the line for Winston-Salem. And it should be 3. First shot is good for Zalinor Banks. Second shot is good for Zalinor Banks. He took those quickly. Zalinor has been one of the few bright spots so far in today's game for Certified, at least trailing. But that's only his 5th point early on. But that cuts the lead to 5 with 10-19. Tons of time left in this game. Rowan County has found their footing now. Winston-Salem looking to close out. That shot is short. But once again, Rowan County quicker to the ball on the offensive end. Getting those offensive rebounds, those are just killers for Winston-Salem. Feet up and good for Tristan Rankin. And that pushes the lead back out to 7, 38-31. Zalinor Banks working on the baseline. Up, under, scoop shot, good for Zalinor Banks. Higgins wanting to push the ball. Nobody stopped him. He went right to the rim. Ball tapped out, and it's going to stay with Rowan County. Higgins blew by the entire defense. No one stopped the ball, but yet he blew the layup on that one, but too strong. And fortunate they were able to keep it. Rowan County now working in the half-court set. Ball swings around the perimeter to the top of the key. Now driving. Zalinor's in there, too much size. Feed to the corner. Baseline drive and good for Edwin Sampson of Rowan County, and they've got a 7-point lead now. Deep outside shot by Moore. That one rims out. He hits the deck. Ball tapped around. Robinson thought about a 3. Kicked it over to Davis now. Robinson looking for the pick. Antonio Robinson to Davis. Davis, no foul called. Shovel pass inside the Banks. And now there is a foul call underneath as Jarvis Brayboy looked like he took a blow to the face. And he's going to get a chance to shoot. Hopefully he can see straight. 8:54 left. Rowan County with a 7-point lead. Brayboy shot good. Second quarter has all been Rowan County so far. And Brayboy's buckets are sorely needed. Winston-Salem has pulled everybody off the line for this free throw. Brayboy's second shot good. And that cuts the lead back to 5. Winston-Salem would love to get some stops here. Rowan County looking to add to their lead. Higgins over to Hairston. Hairston. This is a great matchup. Jamar Hairston against Zalinor Banks. Hairston with a drop step. Ball tapped around, but he's able to corral it. Now he's calling for a big deep shot. Thought about it. Thought about it too long. No good. Rebounded by Moore. Winston-Salem now. Davis at the top. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a hold. And I believe that hold will be called on Nick Jefferson. And Jefferson going out after that call. And I believe that will bring Nazir Austin back in. Davis inbounds to Banks. Banks, deep shot on the outside, rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Brayboy, big block, but that ultimately gets back to Zalinor Banks. His shot no good. Offensive rebounding now favoring Winston-Salem, but Rowan County making it very tough inside. Brayboy too strong, no foul. Here comes Hairston. Kicks it back over to Higgins. Higgins using his speed, finds a teammate inside, and good from Nazir Austin, his first bucket, but really Higgins the driving point of that, the driving force in that fast break, and now dive on the floor. 1-on-3 break. Hairston thought about a 3, and then now we got a wide open look for Davis, and Davis lays it up and in. So Roman Davis with his second bucket. 5-point lead for Rowan. Nice crossover, big block by Antonio Robinson. Feet ahead to Brayboy. Brayboy keeps it, kicks it to the outside, fake, and score by Kennard Moore. And they've cut it to 3 now. So now Winston-Salem with a couple of back-to-back buckets. Here's Hairston. Tough defense there by Banks. Hairston was forced to fall away on that shot. And now Winston-Salem with another chance to close the gap. Inside, great look to Banks. Good recovery though, but there's a foul. And that's going to send Zalinor Banks to the line. Great feed inside by Kennard Moore to Zalinor Banks. Banks had separation. Defense did a good job closing on him, but was forced to foul. And Banks once again with the free throw. He's shot well from the line today. That's his 8th point. And that cuts the lead to 2. Second shot is good as well. We got number 12, Lance Everett, in for the first time today. He's guarding Higgins. Down on the pace, down in the post is Davis. Davis, and he wants a jump ball, but they're going to call him for a foul on Nazir Austin. I believe that will send Austin to the line. Austin's first shot, no good. 1-point lead for Rowan. Marcus Walker back into the certified lineup. Zalinor Banks is leaving the floor. Second shot, good for Austin. Now Robinson running the point. Drives to his left. Deep shot by Moore, no good. Everett had a hand on it. Baseball pass, the head fast break, and good for Tristan Rankin. And that pushes the lead back out to 4 for Rowan County with 5:45 left before the half. Robinson, almost a clear path to the basket, finds Davis with the assist. And Roman Davis with his 6th point of the game. 2-point lead now, Rowan County. Higgins, deep shot outside, rims out, no good. Big rebound by Patterson, blocked. Everett with the rebound. He kicks it ahead to Marcus Walker. Now here's Robinson. Over to Neely. Down to Davis on the post. Patterson. Here's Everett. Thought about a shot. Kicks it back out to Neely. Everett sets a pick. Tough gamble. Doesn't pay off for Harrison and Antonio Robinson with the bucket. And that puts Winston-Salem back up by 1. That is a foul. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So let's get a level set here. Once again, you're watching the East Coast Basketball League live from Salisbury, North Carolina. Today's action coming to you from Hall Gym in Salisbury, just a little bit north of Livingston College. And you're watching Netcast Sports. I am Marcus Shockley. You can follow us on Twitter at Netcast Sports. We can give you updates of everything that's going on, every game, every schedule. You can tweet at us. You can compliment us. You can complain to us. We won't really listen. We'll pretend to listen. But the really good thing is that we like to give people updates of anything that's going on that we may know about, like sudden games that we get added to the schedule or anything like that. We do that on our Twitter feed at Netcast Sports. So check us out. You can also check out the entire schedule of upcoming games on netcastsports.com at any time. If you want us to do your event, broadcast, game, what have you, reach out. We'd love to chat, see what we're looking for. Really good games, really good action, not just basketball. If you feel like you have an event or sport that needs more coverage, just let us know. We're about to get back in action here. So 4:48 left here, 45 all. And Higgins at the line. His shot is good. Now, as I give these point totals, remember these are unofficial totals, but I believe that is his 6th point on the day. So now, Rowan back up by 2. 1 possession game here. Shot by Neely is good. That ties it up once again. Higgins looking to feed inside. Thought better of it. Down to the point. Patterson drive. Beats Robinson off the dribble. No good. Looks like it was off the fingertips of Winston-Salem Certified. It will stay with Rowan County. All tied it up here at 47 all. Now, another thing is you may not be able to see, we actually do have a shot clock. It's 24-second shot clock here in today's action. So we do apologize. We don't have that on screen for you, but every team does have to be aware of that. Keep their eye on that shot clock. Higgins with a fall-away shot. No good. Battle for it. Patterson almost beat Davis out for the rebound, but Davis ultimately comes up with it. Here's Certified. They got a chance to take the lead. Neely's shot is short. Neely stripped it away momentarily from Higgins. Higgins was able to pick it up, but Everett with the steal. Lance Everett now over to Davis. They want to reset and run it back. Now ultimately over to Robinson. He's being guarded by Patterson. And we've got a foul against Patterson with a hold. Tough call against Patterson as he was guarding Antonio Robinson closely. He was called for a foul away from the ball, so Robinson waiting to inbound. And we got the dance crew here on the floor. They don't just do the moisture control. They also do a little in-break entertainment. Very multi-talented. And then he pulled out a Reese's cup out of his pocket when he was done with that. I'm jealous of his talent. Then he's running back out to do something. Now he's wiping and dancing at the same time. This guy is incredibly talented. If I only had half of his talent. Back in action, Everett now. Over to Neely. Down to Walker. Walker kicks it out to Brown. Walker wanting to work in the post. Kicks it up to Davis. Davis from the high post drills it. Good. And Winston-Salem takes the lead once again. Davis with 8 in today's game. Battle in here. Strong, no good. Davis with tough defense, but and that's going to stay with Rowan County. Tough defense by Roman Davis and Marcus Walker working inside against Nazir Austin, but Austin tenaciously staying with it. Gets a shot up, and now here's Hairston on the outside. Hairston, who was opened up on fire, hasn't been able to find his shooting touch here in the second quarter. Now here's Everett running the point. Down to Davis. Davis with the fake. Wants to go up and under, stops, over the top, no good. Rebounded by Walker. Walker with the scoop, off the glass and good. Marcus Walker. Higgins down to Patterson. Patterson wanting to work against Neely. They're going to call a foul on Neely. That's going to send Patterson to the line. Patterson first shot, too strong. Patterson with 9 points on the day so far. His team trails by 4. Second shot for Patterson is good. And that puts him into double digits. Brown driving, uses the pick by Davis. Brown stops, shoots. No good. Rebounded by Patterson. And now over to Higgins, and he wants to push it. Nice feed in the post. And we got a injured player, but he's down on this end. And good. Scoop shot by Neely. That's actually Neely's 11th point. And the player shaking up over on this end is Tristan Rankin. He's being helped to the bench by his teammates. So hopefully he's okay. Look like he's hopefully just got knocked around just a little bit. He'll be able to walk that off. That is the hope. He doesn't seem to be in too much pain. He is grimacing, so we'll see if he's able to come back shortly. 51-50 now. And I don't think that score is right, and that's exactly what Coach Thomas is saying. Winston-Salem was up by 4, and then I think there was a free throw by Patterson, and then a bucket by Winston. So now, and I'm not the official scorekeeper, so I'm just going to leave that over to somebody else. So I know you guys at home may be saying, man, you're completely wrong, Marcus. And it wouldn't be the first time. But we'll just step back and let everybody figure out what exactly is going on. Now, like I was saying earlier, you guys can follow us on Twitter at Netcast Sports. You can follow me on Twitter at M_Shockley. We're always glad to be a part of the East Coast Basketball League. East Coast Basketball has been around for several years here in the Southeast. Great semi-pro minor league. A lot of great teams. We've brought to you several games this year. Both of these teams, we did broadcast Rowan County against Charlotte last weekend. Charlotte with the win on that one. And so this is the second time we're seeing Rowan County. Winston-Salem, they defeated Charlotte yesterday in Winston-Salem. Now they're on the road here against Rowan County. Rowan County hunting their first win on the season. 0-2 so far, and this is their first home game, so they want to get a home win here early. Patterson driving on Everett, and I believe that call may go against Everett. So Patterson to the line once again. Rattles that one in. He's made a living here at the line. He had some good offensive scoring early on, and now he's getting himself to the line if they're in the bonus. Second shot from Patterson. That's good. He's got 12. Winston-Salem Neely with the ball and Certified with a 1-point lead. Marcus Brown working inside to Davis. Davis up over the top. Strong move to the bucket and good from Roman Davis. He's got 10. McCullough looking for Patterson into the post. Patterson trying to work over Brown. And Brown saying he feels like that was clean. And he let the referee know it. But that's going to send Patterson to the line. And right now, Patterson has taken over the scoring. Early on, it was Jamar Hairston for Rowan County. He's gone a little bit cold. Patterson has picked up the slack on the scoring end and kept his team in it. They opened up with a lead at the beginning of this quarter, 1:45 left, but now they trail by 3. Patterson's shot cuts it to 2. Brown over to Davis. Davis's shot no good. Rebounded Rowan County. Higgins with it. Great speed from Higgins. Kick to the outside to Harrison. Down to Patterson. Patterson's deep 3 ball is good. Patterson's got 16, and that ties it up. It should actually, I guess maybe his foot was on the line. I guess they're only giving him 2. 1:08 left, first quarter. Everett now directing traffic, driving to the right, scoops and tried to shuffle pass it over to Walker, but no good. Everett's unhappy with himself there. Under a minute to play. Hairston working against Walker. Hairston over the top. No good. Put back good. Nobody blocked out. Brian McCullough. And that gives Rowan County a 2-point lead with 38 seconds left. Here's Neely directing traffic. Neely behind his back. Nice move. Takes the body. Shot no good, but he's going to the line. So he took the contact. Marshery Neely has had a pretty strong first half. 11 points by my count in this first half. He's got a chance to add to that total. First shot no good. Second shot rims out. So an empty trip for Neely that time. Rowan County with a chance to add to their lead. Higgins drives, kicks it outside to Patterson. Patterson shot rims out, no good. Battle for the offensive rebound. Ultimately, Winston-Salem Certified lands it as Banks is back in. And we got a foul. And once again, I think that's going to send Neely either to the line or they'll inbound it here. See what they decide. Neely looks like he's going to the line. Neely using his athleticism to put pressure on the defense. He's got another chance to redeem himself after the empty trip last time. Now only 15 seconds on the clock. Certified down by 2. Neely's second shot, no good. So Rowan with a 1-point lead. 10 seconds now left in this one. Here's Harrison. He's double teaming in the backcourt. Stolen by Neely. Neely kicks it over. Deep shot, no good. And 1 second on the clock as the ball goes out, and that is going to stay with Winston-Salem, but they only have 1 second to try to make something happen here. And doesn't look like they're going to set up a play specifically or not call a timeout, so maybe they have something already in their back pocket. Look for Neely to come off a curl here, or maybe Zalinor to go with a tap in, because Robinson is going to be inbounding. So there's Banks. Shot is up and no good, and that's how we're going to end the first half. 57-56 in favor of Rowan County. We'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching the East Coast Basketball League from Salisbury, North Carolina, here on Netcast Sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the first half between the Rowan County Bulls and the Winston-Salem Certified roster. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat for you this halftime. I have some very dear ladies that are going to perform for you. I hope you have enjoyed the first half so far. These guys are out here balling. Score 57, home team, yes, 56. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special group of ladies that will be performing for you, and I just want to let you know, these are not teenagers, even though they look like teenagers, but they are teen moms, they are mothers, they are grandmothers, and they're going to give you a very special performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Long Team Rugby!
Nobody here with something new for y'all. So everybody dance, they do their thing, but this that bet you can't do it like deep shot. Let's go like ooh, ooh, ah, ah, hey, hey, turn the shot, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, hey, hey, turn the shot, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, hey, hey, turn the shot, ooh, ooh, ah, can't whip like me, can't get it rock like me, can't sexy walk like me, can't hit the ground like me, can't drop like me, can't hit the folks like me, can't lay like me.
Gotta
give it up for the Bulls.
Go.
Everybody put them horns in the air one time for me. Hey, I'm right here. I put up with Steve. I let a man hit. Show how you chill.
I ain't gonna do that.
Good job, Angie. Good job, Angie. The Blue Pebble fan. Tar Heels all day. Where my Tar Heel fans at? Let's get ready to start the second half. We're going to pick up the pace.
All right, everybody, we are back in action here, or about to get back in action after halftime. 57-56 in favor of Rowan County over the Winston-Salem Certified. Rowan County, the home team in home whites, and Winston-Salem Certified in the road blacks. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and we are back under. Here's Jamar Hairston working early. He was really on fire at the start of the game, but he's cooled off a bit. First shot no good. Ball out of bounds. Looks like that's going to stay on that end of the floor. 12-minute quarters. Rowan County with that 1-point lead that they took to halftime. Drive, kick to the outside. Double team. Deep shot off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Neely. Now over to Robinson. Robinson working from left to right. Back out to Neely. Neely wants to take the three. That's good from Marshari Neely. He's got 15. And that puts Winston-Salem Certified back up by 2.
Look at that.
Hairston was up wide open, but decided to pass up the shot, kicks it outside, draws the foul. Oh, so we got a turnover. And Certified coming out with a couple of positive plays right away, taking the lead now with the ball. Robinson kicks it ahead to Neely. Inside to Banks. Banks up over the top and good. Zalinor Banks with his 11th point of the day. Deep shot by Higgins, too strong. Rebounded by Neely, looking to break. They don't really have numbers, but they've got a good spacing. Goes right to the body and scored. Jarvis Brayboy with the bucket. And just like that, Winston-Salem up by 6. Deep shot. Hairston, good. They need more of that from Jamar Hairston. Banks up, fake. Bank shot, good from Banks. On Bank Street, which is where our gym is right now. We got Banks with the bank on Bank Street. Deep shot, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Baseball pass, almost picked off, but Neely able to corral it. Did the double clutch under the basket with the reverse, no good. Now here's Hairston going the other way. We've got up and down play now. Higgins shot, that rims out. And Banks rebounding. Now out to Robinson. Robinson looking for a little one-on-one, loses his dribble. Higgins with good D. Robinson now splitting the defense up. Scoop shot, no good. Got slapped in the face, looking for the foul. Going the other way, deep shot. That one's no good. And now both teams struggling to find their offense consistently as Certified. Ian Gregory to Neely. Neely on the trailing shot. No good. Rebounded to Banks. He's up, and that's no good. He taps it back to Neely. Neely with the bank shot and good. So both teams really trying to take advantage of sloppy play on both ends. Winston-Salem Certified getting the better of it at the moment. 9:11 left here in the third quarter. They are up by 7. They trail by 1 at halftime. Now up by 7 early in this third quarter. Here from Salisbury, North Carolina. You're watching the East Coast Basketball League on netcastsports.com. So the teams have talked things over, and we'll see what's going on, what they've got in mind. Hairston now working on the outside against Gregory. Hairston drop back shot, short. Battled around, and that's going to be out of bounds and stay with Rowan County. No foul on the play, just slapped out of bounds. Gregory giving Hairston a tough time on defense. Hairston did have that 3 ball, and he's got 16 in the game. Rowan to inbound. Over the top to Higgins. Higgins, the primary ball handler for the Bulls. Into the post. Ball fumbled away, but he's able to gather it. Deep outside shot, and that is good by Tristan Rankin. Banks, too strong. Rebounded by Neely. Neely slices through the defense and score. Marshall Neely, he's got 19. Winston-Salem up by 6. Higgins driving, finds a gap in the defense, kicks to the outside. Ball slapped away by Brayboy. He waits for his teammates. He decides to shoot it from deep. That rims out. Gregory tracks it down. Back over to Brayboy. He's going to take another 3. This time he goes to Neely. Neely, stutter step, drive, scoop shot to Banks. That was really, really nifty. An assist to Marshall Neely as he found a cutting Zalinor Banks. And now Winston-Salem up by 8. Higgins driving, scoop shot. Looked good, but no bucket. Hairston now. He'd like to get this started, but that one's short. Good kick ahead to Gregory. He's going to go up for it. Hairston with the closeout, but Gregory with the bucket, his first bucket of the game. And just like that, now Winston-Salem up by 10. Ball is going to be kicked out by Winston-Salem. That's going to stay with Rowan County. So Winston-Salem has come out on fire in this second half, this third quarter. Now up by 10. They trailed at the break by 1. Not sure what Coach Charles Thomas talked about at halftime, but so far it's working. Higgins now working against Robinson. This is a good point guard match here. Now Patterson back in. He was a big factor in the first half. Turn, spin, shot is good. Patterson picks up right where he left off in the first. He's got 20. Now here's Robinson. Probing through the defense. Finds Banks. Banks left wide open. That 3 ball is good by Zalinor Banks. He's got 17. Banks picked up 2 fouls almost in the first minute or so of play, and he hasn't fouled since. So he's really been able to make an impact even with those 2 fouls early, and now he's not really in foul trouble this late in the game. Ball rattled around, tapped by Robinson, then to Banks. Banks started to make the break, but the defense got back. Kick to Gregory. Gregory in the corner. Shot by Gregory, no good. Rebounded by Banks. Looking, working in the post. Banks turns around and no good. Rebounded by Hairston. Hairston decides to keep it up. No good. Now there's Gregory. Up to Robinson. Robinson waiting for his teammates. Brayboy over to Neely. Neely shot rims out. Tapped around. Gregory had a hand on it. That's going to be a turnover over to Rowan County. Robinson doesn't like that. He feels like it went off of Rowan. He said, what happened? So Jefferson inbounds to Dylan Jenkins now. Jenkins running the point. He's going against Robinson. Jenkins kick to the outside. Shot too strong from Patterson. Here's Banks. Zalinor Banks behind his back. Fake 3, but looked like he thought a cutter was going to be there. Over to Robinson. Robinson wanted to back down Jenkins. Jenkins over to Brayboy. Brayboy shot blocked, but Robinson corrals it. $11-point gap now between Winston-Salem and Rowan County. We've got a stoppage in play here. Not really clear what the call was, but we're ultimately going to be inbounding it. Robinson inbound to Neely. Neely to Banks. Banks into high post. Drop up and bank shot by Zalinor Banks is good. He's really going to work here in the second half. And that builds the largest lead of the game for Winston-Salem, up by 13. Big rebound by Jarvis Brayboy up to Neely. Neely shot too strong. Rowan County now with the opportunity. But Brayboy got back and disrupted that pass. Jarvis Brayboy with a couple of great plays back to back, and that's going to, I think that will stay with Rowan County when we come back. However, there's a timeout on the floor. 5:04 left here in the third. You're watching Winston-Salem Certified take on the Rowan County Bulls from Salisbury, North Carolina, here on Netcast Sports. East Coast Basketball League action here from Salisbury at Hall Gym. Hey, be sure to check in with us next Saturday for the Triad All-Star coming to you from Walkertown, North Carolina. If you've watched the previous years, you know there's some great play at the Triad All-Star. We got the girls game, the boys game, the dunk contest. So be sure to check the schedule and follow Triad All-Star on Twitter at Triad All-Star. We got a little 24 karat from Bruno in the background. Our referee's talking things over. Probably talking about what an amazing job we're doing over here on the broadcast. Well, I mean the crew. They're not talking about me. They're talking about Jenkins now. Drive. Defense is there to recover. He finds a teammate. Cross-court pass. Dangerous. Jenkins. That's a big shot by Tristan Rankin, and that's much needed. More shot, no good. Battle. Brayboy with it. And he is called for the foul, and he's got a technical foul. So insult to injury for Jarvis Brayboy. Felt like he had the rebound, called for a push, and now he's been teed up. And Coach Thomas is telling Brayboy, just let it go. Trying to let him know just it is what it is, and let's roll on. And that wasn't clear. Did they call a second technical foul on Brayboy? So now the referees are having a little confab. So now the discussion at the table. Jarvis Brayboy is, I'm not sure what the ongoing issue is here. Brayboy is imploring the crowd. Mr. Everett is over there giving him some instructions. So we've got a major stoppage in play. We've got some major discussion on the floor. We've got the maintenance crew out here once again wiping up the. If you were here in the first half, we've actually got a leak in the roof, and it's raining outside. It's a very wet day here in Salisbury, and the leak in the roof is unsolved. So rather than put a bucket on the floor or anything like that, we've actually got a personnel who will run out on the floor every time the teams are away from that area of the action, and they'll keep the floor dry as best they can. And they've done a really good job with it so far. They've been diligent. It's important because if you've never played basketball, that could be a major injury waiting to happen if you step on a wet spot. At best, it could be a turnover as you slip and fall and you call for a travel. At worst, you could really injure a knee, tear a ACL or something like that. So it's important to keep the floor as clean as possible. Teams have talked things over. Coach Thomas and Coach Marvin Dixon of the Bulls talking to their teams, trying to get everybody sorted out and calm down. I mean, not really. This isn't really a situation where everybody's jawing or anything like that. It's just Brayboy wasn't happy with the call, and the referee didn't like his reaction, and technical was called, and that's going to send Rowan County to the line. .441 left here in the third. And this could be a big momentum shift for Rowan County because Winston-Salem had built a 13-point lead, and now that is cut to 8, and Rowan County has the ball. So will they be able to seize the opportunity here and get back into this one? And Brian McCulloch bringing the ball up.
Going inside.
And there's a foul on the inside. And once again, Rowan County will be going to the line. Brayboy, the chance of redemption. That shot too hard off the back of the rim. He's looking for 3 inside to Davis. Davis, Euro step underneath, no good. Tap back, no good by Robinson. He knocked it away, but Rowan County able to get it. They are only down by 7 now. They once trailed by 13. A chance to cut it to 5 or 4. Deep shot, good. And I believe that might be Patterson changing jerseys. But now down by 4, only cut that 13-point lead down to 4. They've clawed their way right back into this one. Moore up, and he's fouled. And that foul going to go against Jesse Bird. And that will send Kennard Moore to the line. Moore hasn't had a great shooting day today. That's his 5th point. And at the very least, it helps stem the tide, the comeback that Rowan County had mounted, pushes the lead back out to 5. So Moore's 2 shots give Winston-Salem a little bit of breathing room once again.
AP 1, pull up.
That is Patterson. This time, here's Neely. Neely keeps it. Ball slapped away, stolen by Rowan County. McCulloch now with it. McCulloch looking for a teammate. Big block by Marcus Walker. Ball will stay with Rowan County. 3:15 left in the thirds. 80-74 in favor of Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem was really on a roll early in this quarter, but now Rowan County clawing back in. They've cut it back to 4 once again. The bucket by Nick Jefferson. Ball rattles around and good. That is Patterson. Patterson shot good. So Patterson has actually changed jerseys. He's now wearing number 32. That shot no good. Tracked down, knocked out. last touch by Winston-Salem. Now they're going to say no, last touch by Rowan County. So Winston-Salem will keep possession, leading by 4, 2:37 left in the third. Drive and good by Marcus Walker, his 4th point of the day. Battle for the rebound. Now Winston-Salem with a chance to build on that lead. Neely looked like he thought about a 3. Found a cutting Roman Davis. Davis drew the foul, and he's going to the line. And I believe that foul may have gone against Nick Jefferson. His 2nd. And Roman Davis at the line. Roman Davis has had a good game today. 10 points so far. Unofficial count. Second shot no good from Davis. Rowan County down by 7 again.
Oh, I see something in the post. Play ball.
That deep shot, nothing but air. And now here's Moore on the break. Moore finds Davis on the cut. Now Davis once again trailing with another bucket. And Winston-Salem back up again by 3 possessions, 87-78. Patterson shot good. Patterson has been on fire all day. 26 for Patterson. 7-point lead for Winston-Salem with 1:30. Neely on the outside. That shot, nothing. Tracked down by Bird. Over to McCulloch. Left uncovered. Bird with the rebound. Finds McCulloch. McCulloch also left uncovered. His shot no good. Winston-Salem really getting lucky that leaving those shooters open hasn't burned them. And there's a guy you can't leave open is Patterson. They do close on Patterson. There's Moore driving up over the top. He draws a foul, and that is going to be at least 3 on Nick Jefferson. And that's going to send Kennard Moore back to the line. So 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Winston-Salem looking for their first road win of the year. Moore's first shot no good. And Rowan County looking for their first win of the year. Winston-Salem coming in at 1-1. And Rowan County 0-2. Having just, they were just suffered a loss on the road to Florence last night. The second shot by Moore is good. So Kennard Moore doing good things for Winston-Salem here in the third. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Patterson not shy about shooting, and you can see why. Patterson, the name of the offense of Rowan County in this second and third quarters has answered to the name of Avery Patterson. Patterson to Davis. I'm sorry, Moore to Davis, and Davis with another bucket. And Davis having a nice third quarter. He's got 14 total. Up by 5 now, 32 seconds left. And there's some discussion about the clock. We've got dancing on the sidelines over here. We got some action. Cuteness level 100. Back in action now as McCulloch is going to walk it up. 90 to 83, 7-point lead for Winston-Salem. Deep shot by Patterson. He is on fire. En fuego. Avery Patterson. Davis with the putback, and now Davis is, that's one thing about Winston-Salem is every time somebody has cooled off for Winston-Salem, somebody else has stepped up. Patterson, a one-man shooting show right now. That one was a bit of a heat check, and that's going to do it. I know, are they going to kind of call a foul? I think that's going to wrap it up for the third quarter. 92-86 in favor of Winston-Salem. They had a strong quarter, but Avery Patterson with that monster shooting. He's got 31 in the game, unofficially. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching ECBL action from Salisbury here on Netcast Sports. All right, they put 1 second back on the clock. So I'm not sure if that's by design or. So we've got looks like we're back in action for 1 second. So we had actually gone to break. And then we came back and they put a second on. So now we're going to break. So I'm not going to give you guys the whole rundown again. Just follow us on at Netcast Sports, and maybe we'll be able to explain this later. But all right, we'll be back in just a moment. All right, everybody. Now, it does appear we are going to the fourth quarter. So this is it. 92-86 in favor of the Winston-Salem Certified. Winston-Salem opened up a lead early in the game. Then Rowan County led for most of the second quarter. Took a 1-point lead into halftime. Then Winston-Salem Certified came out strong, led by 13. And now both teams battling back and forth. Zalinor Banks, with his first shot of the fourth quarter, first shot from anyone. He's got 21 today to push that lead back out to 8. Now here's the man for Rowan County, Patterson, but he throws the ball away. Banks now, and he is fouled as he spun away from McCulloch. I believe McCulloch is going to be called for the foul. So those of you who may not be from the area, Salisbury has a very strong basketball community. Several NBA players and overseas players and high-level Division I college players have come from the Salisbury area. And, of course, Winston-Salem as well with their own strong basketball pedigree. Strong inside move by Brown, no good. Rebounded by Patterson. Patterson gets it up to Hairston. Now Hairston, he's been really quiet since that torrid pace that he opened up with now. But Patterson hasn't cooled off at all. He wants to put it on the floor, spins against Banks, kicks it to the outside of McCullough. McCullough's shot, no good. And it's going to be tracked down by Zalinor Banks. Here's Kennard Moore. He's had a good second half. Moore sizing him up. Moore can't shoot from deep. Hairston has a little bit of size on him. Moore up and good tough defense by Jamar Hairston. He's going to bring the ball up. Skip ahead. Too strong and stolen by Zalinor Banks. He finds Moore. He finds Davis. Davis is fouled. Roman Davis. He scores. He gets the hoop in the arm. He's got 18 in today's game, and he's going to the line to try to add to that total. Davis's shot off the front of the rim. But his bucket pushes that lead for Winston-Salem back out to 10. So Rowan County has been trying to dig out of a hole throughout most of this third and fourth quarters. And there's a foul as Patterson drove and tried to kick it out. But for Rowan County, it's been Patterson. And there's a bucket by Rankin. He's got 14 in today's game. There's more Brown working. Now Banks. Brown from way behind the three-point line. That's no good. Tracked down by Hairston. He gets it up to Higgins, who's back in. Higgins, crossover, kicks it out. Shot no good, but foul drawn by Tristan Rankin. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. A lot of time left in this one. 9:44 on the clock. As Nanobi Mason gets ready to check back in.
First free throw, no good.
7-point lead for Winston-Salem. 9:43 left. Marcus Brown running the point. Up to Banks. Banks has had a very strong game. He's working against Mason, and there's a foul on the floor before the shot. TJ Fullwood coming in as the guard position for Winston-Salem, and he's coming in just in time to inbound. Now he's not. They're going to go to side out as Brown inbounded to Banks. Banks working against Patterson. Patterson gives up a little bit of size against Zalinor Banks. Banks deep shot outside. No good. Rebounded by Fullwood. He tried to save it. Wasn't able to control it. Turnover. Rowan County now with a chance to cut into that lead. Tough defense by Fullwood. Almost created some backcourt trouble, but over to Hairston. And Hairston's shot has just disappeared on him. Now he's driving. Took the foul. I believe they're going to call that before the shot. They are. That's not going to be considered a shooting foul, as Harrison took the bump on the around the perimeter. So Deshaun Troutman in now. Patterson working against Fullwood. Now Patterson has a bit of size. Behind the back pass for Patterson. He tried to find Nick Jefferson, but no connection, and that's going to be a turnover. And Patterson is telling the referee that he's being held. Now here's Fullwood running the point. TJ Fullwood. In and out dribble. Inside to Davis, and there's going to be a foul before Davis received the pass on the post. He was positioned, had two players covering him up, and one of them grabbed him. And there's going to be a hold. So Winston-Salem will inbound over on the side. Fullwood left uncovered in the corner. Finally, they pick him up. Now here's Davis. Davis puts the ball on the floor. Scoop shot over to Banks. Good defense by Nanobi Mason. Rowan County with the steal. Patterson's been hot all day. That shot doesn't fall for him. Fullwood with the rebound. And he's fouled as he comes down to the floor. So we're not in the bonus yet. Winston-Salem held on to this 7-point lead for about a minute now. Game time. Things have slowed a little bit. Fullwood tried to feed it inside to Banks, but there's a turnover. Dive on the floor. Up to Davis. Great look and find by Moore. And Davis with another bucket. He's got 20. That pushes the lead back out to 9. Great defensive play by Kennard Moore. Scoop shot, good. Rowan County needs a lot more of that. It cuts it back to 7. Moore about 5 feet behind the three-point line. That one glances off the front of the rim. Now here's Higgins.
What you got for me, young boy? Back to the hole.
Ball rattles around and good for Troutman. He's got 4. Now Fullwood.
Can I get one? Can I get one to step down today and play some defense? Off the ball.
There's a foul, and that is going to be called against Marcus Brown, I believe. No, it's actually going to be called against Rowan County. It's going to send Marcus Brown to the line. The way he was walking to the bench, I thought maybe he was unhappy with the call. So 7:10 left here in the fourth.
23.
Brown shot no good.
My young boy won this ball.
Fullwood going to the bench. That's going to bring in Neely.
One for the shoot.
Marshery Neely, he's had a really strong game. So on the floor right now, you've got Davis, Zalinor Banks, Marcus Brown, Lance Everett, and Marshery Neely for Winston-Salem Certified. Troutman driving, blocked, gathered in by Marcus Brown. Brown on the break, stops, pop from 3, no good. Davis almost got a hand on it, but rebounded by Jamar Hairston. Hairston's going to keep it. Hairston cross-court pass to Troutman. Troutman shot is good. He's really been strong here in the second. He's got 7. And that cuts the lead to 3. Sean Troutman really giving that burst of energy that Rowan County needed. Brown into Banks. Banks working against Hairston. Banks turns and scores. 23 points now for Zalinor Banks. Ball knocked away by Brown. He goes behind his back. Almost lost his dribble, but gathers it back in, keeps it, drives the baseline up, and blocked by Nick Jefferson. We're going the other way. Loose play right now. Ball rattles around and good. And we've got an injured player for Rowan County, and they're calling for, and he seems to be in quite a bit of pain. So we got a stoppage in play. 101-98 is where the score sits right now. And 5:52 to play. Everybody's working on, I can't quite see who is on the floor. It looks like Tristan Rankin. Rankin with 14 points today, and he is up and walking. And I believe that's the second time now Rankin has gone down today. So the referees and everybody are talking things over. We're going to see what the situation is in just a moment. Not clear. Unfortunately, we're on the far end of the floor where the play happened. So I'm not clear on what the discussion is or what the call was. And this is critical right now because Rowan County, who trailed at one time by 14, now only trailed by 3, according to the scoreboard. They're really wanting to get this home win. And we've got a timeout on the floor as the referees are going to talk things over. And Coaches are going to talk to their teams, and we'll see what happens in just a moment. We'll be back after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a tight one here right now. 55-52 left here in the fourth quarter. Winston-Salem up by 3. Banks working on the post against Jefferson. Working around. Here's Everett. Everett finds a cutting Antonio Robinson. Robinson over the top, and that's going to be a foul. And that is going to send Zalinor Banks to the line. Zalinor Banks has been a force today. 23 points for Zalinor Banks as he goes to the line. The only player who has scored more in today's game has been Avery Patterson with 31 for Rowan County. That pushes the lead out to 4 for Winston-Salem, and this is critical with only 5.5 to play. Second shot by Banks is good. Every defensive or offensive possession so important with 5.5 to play here. There's Patterson. He's been strong today. Ball dribbled over the baseline, but that's going to be a push, and I believe that's going to go either against Everett or Neely. So I believe that call will go against Lance Everett. And they're in the bonus. So that's a big factor. That's actually very beneficial to Rowan, especially sending Patterson to the line. Patterson's first shot is good. Two big free throws from Patterson. He's got 33 today. Cuts the lead to 3. Banks wants to put it on the floor. Winston-Salem has been moving the ball relatively well here on the last couple of possessions. Here's Neely. Neely driving, nowhere to go. Stops, goes over the top, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Jefferson. And now Higgins will bring it up. Over to Patterson. Dangerous with the ball. Avery Patterson back over to Higgins. Ball tipped momentarily. Patterson able to corral it. Shot no good. Ball tapped. Another offensive rebound, and that's going to stay with Rowan County. 4:39 left in the fourth. Winston-Salem up by 3. Deep shot by Hairston, no good. Rebounded by Everett. Everett over the top to Neely. Neely, in and out dribble. Stop, scoop shot, good. Marsharie Neely. Higgins now driving, calling on instructions. He's being guarded by Neely. Over to Troutman. Troutman had a little burst of points. He had 7. Now he drives, uses his speed, gets around. That one too strong, misses everything. Rebounded by Rowan County through the legs, back up to Troutman, and there's going to be a foul called on Everett. Tough call.
First free throw.
Shot is good by Troutman. He's really been a burst in the arm, a shot in the arm in the second half. for Rowan County. Cuts the lead to 4. Second shot, no good. Tapped out by Everett, but tracked down by Troutman. Using that speed, he gets trapped in the corner, almost throws it away, but ultimately gathered in by Patterson. Patterson over to Hairston. Hairston working against Everett. Everett trying to prevent fouling. Deep shot, no good. Rebound by Marcus Watson. That's a huge rebound. Up to Eleanor Banks. Banks driving. They're going to call a blocking foul on Jamar Hairston. He is not happy with it. Hairston really unhappy with that call. He walks all the way to the other end of the floor and as far as you can go from the action. He does not like it. But on this end, far, far away from Jamar Hairston, we have a free throw situation with Eleanor Banks. As Winston-Salem still up by 4. Banks' shot is good. Winston-Salem leading by 5. 3:40. 3:41 exactly on the clock. Banks' second shot is good. He's been money today. 28 points in today's game for Eleanor Banks. Rowan County moving the ball around. Higgins thought about a 3. Kicks it inside. Good feed. Ball knocked around. Jefferson tapped up and good by Jamar Hairston. And that's the first time he's gotten a bucket in a while. He's got 18. Banks, he draws a foul right at the high post. Eleanor Banks showing great patience. Right at the elbow, covered up by 2. And he's going back to the line. And these free throws really important. And he's been really solid from the line today. Number 6, Eleanor Banks for Winston-Salem Certified. You're watching the East Coast Basketball League from Salisbury, North Carolina. Today's action coming to you from Hall Gym here on netcastsports.com. First shot rattles out and no good. Another one coming for Banks. Second shot is good. So we've got a break in the action. That gives me a chance to tell you guys, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Netcast Sports. You can keep up with all of our cool wheelings, dealings, and broadcasts right there on the tweet storm. Give us a follow, give us a shout out, we'll shout you out. You can also check out all the schedule on netcastsports.com. We've got more ECBL action coming to you all through the spring and into the summer. We've got semi-pro. We've got some new events coming that we haven't announced yet that you're really going to like. Some players, some college players that you guys are watching in March Madness. You'll be seeing them coming up with some broadcasts before too long. We've got Triad All-Star next Saturday, and you should definitely check that out because that is always a really great event. That's tons of high school action. We've got the girls' game, we've got the boys' game, we've got the dunk contest. Coming to you live next week from Walkertown, North Carolina. Today's action coming to you from Salisbury, North Carolina, as I mentioned. Winston-Salem Certified on the road here at Hall Gym, taking on the home team, Rowan County. Rowan County looking for the first win of the season. Winston-Salem looking to go above 500 and get their first road win of the season. So both teams with something to prove here, something to get their season going early on here in the third game for both of these teams. Knocked away by Neely, but that's going to be out of bounds over the sideline. Stay with Rowan County. 2:57 on the clock. 5-point deficit for Rowan County. Here's Higgins driving. Got in a little bit of trouble, but able to get out of it. Here's McCullough back to Higgins. Higgins uncovered. Deep shot, no good. Knocked around, rebounded by Marcus Walker. Pushed ahead by Neely. Neely faked the pass up and good. Marjorie Neely. And 7-point lead for Winston-Salem. They would love to get a defensive stop here now. Here's Hairston, fakes, drives, kicks to the corner. Higgins shot no good. Knocked away, gathered in by Jefferson. He gets it back to Patterson. Patterson, one of the major factors for Rowan County today, gets it to Higgins. The Higgins bucket is good. He's got 9 on the day. Cuts the lead to 5. Nearing the 2-minute mark. Antonio Robinson. He's been quiet the last quarter. That time, scoops up and good. Antonio Robinson. He's got 15. McCullough looking. Winston-Salem loses Harrison there for a moment, but Harrison shot no good. Now Brayboy back in the game. Over to Neely. Neely's been really strong in this one. Neely driving, scoop shot. Good. Marshery Neely, 25 in the point in today's action for Marshery Neely. And that pushes the lead out to 9. Desperation heave there a little bit. Now Rowan County over to Harrison. Here's Patterson. Patterson shovel pass out to Higgins. Higgins shot good. That's a 3-ball from Stephen Higgins. That cuts it to 6. Jarvis Brayboy in no hurry. 16 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. Robinson down in the corner to Watson. Is it Walker? Robinson driving through the lane. Scoop shot. Good. Antonio Robinson. That shot is short. Robinson with the rebound. And he's fouled with 22.2 left on the shot clock. There's 31 seconds on the clock. Winston-Salem up by 8. And right now, Winston-Salem just got to take care of business because we're in foul. We're not in foul or defend territory anymore. Now we're just in foul territory. So that means that now Rowan County is going to desperately try to foul and hope that Winston-Salem is going to miss a couple of these free throws. And Robinson's shot is good. Robinson with 18 on the day with that free throw. Unofficial totals for today's game. 30 seconds left to go. 33 points for Avery Patterson of Rowan County to lead all scorers. Second shot by Robinson, no good. Leading scorer for Certified so far is Zalinor Banks with 29. Neely with 25. Roman Davis with 20. And Antonio Robinson with 18. So a lot of points, a lot of buckets coming. 117 to 108 now. And another foul. As we said, Patterson with 33 for Rowan County. Jamar Hairston with 18 and Tristan Rankin with 14 for Rowan County. And Jarvis Brayboy to the line. And Brayboy by himself on the line here is the rest of Winston-Salem has pulled off the line with 19 seconds to play. Brayboy's second shot goes in. He's got 6 on the day. Here's Higgins driving. Kick to the outside. Deep shot by McCullough. No good. Rebounded by Zalinor Banks. He kicks it up to Brayboy. Brayboy wants to hold it. And I think that's going to do it. Patterson's not going to foul. That's going to draw it to a close. 119 to 108. Winston-Salem Certified improves to 2-1 on the year. Rowan County disappointed. Drops to 0-3 on the season. Drops their home opener here in Salisbury, North Carolina. Thank you guys for joining us. You've been watching the East Coast Basketball League from Salisbury, North Carolina here from Hall Gym. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. On behalf of myself and the entire crew, we appreciate you guys joining us. We'll see you on Saturday for the Triad All-Stars. Thanks a lot.
Once again, ladies